Hey, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Um, what we're here to talk about is cool desserts on hot days, hot nights, since it is summertime.
Yes.
And from what I understand, Jan, you have one you want to share.
Yes. Hey, Steve. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you on a Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Steve, this happened to me yesterday because, you know, thankfully in New York, like we've been hitting 85, maybe near 90. I mean, not that that's so cool, but as opposed to some people in the country that have been in the triple digits for like it seems like forever ago. But anyway, for anyone experiencing hot weather, the humidity, it's just not a fun feeling sometimes. And sometimes you really have to hydrate. So the first thing, Steve, want to talk about, and thank you for uploading this wonderful picture behind us,
Hmm.
because it is precisely that. Many of us normally always have oranges in the house or lemons or limes. Limes is a wonderful alternative. Get more use, get more bang for your dollar and a healthier version of flavor. You know what I did yesterday, Steve? I cut up some orange slices just like that, some lemon slices just like that, added it to my cleaned water that I used. I did the Brita. The water was nice and clean. Put that in another pitcher, poured it together. No sugar, no extra ice. I didn't want to do that. Totally uncomplicated, Steve. Very extremely refreshing. Anyone could do this. So get a double use from your orange rinds, your lemon rinds. Next time when I remember to get some lime, Steve, I love lime. I know you do too, if I'm not mistaken. Lime is a nice fruit. So people could do that even with cut up strawberries, or if you have tangerines. Notice, Steve, the essential oils that are in those skins, even if you squoze out, for example, your lemon or squoze out an orange, don't right away toss. No, 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 no. You could cut that up and put it in the water just like that. Let it do its thing. Give it an hour or so in the refrigerator. Oh, my word, Steve. It's a natural, clean flavor. Very appreciated. The other thing to do with fruit, get multi use out of fruit. Some people like it hot, not hot. Some people like it cold. Some people like it frozen. I personally enjoy seedless frozen grapes every single summer. It is a pop of flavor. It tastes like little individual ice pops. It is so delicious. It is very reasonable, in my honest. You could do that with strawberries. You could do that with blueberries. You could take bananas. You could cut them up into slices just like that. Put them in a freezer and little slices of little bananas, like little circles of little, almost like an ice cream
Hmm.
consistency. And sometimes, Steve, some people make a quote end of quote ice cream just with frozen bananas. There is a technique to do that with some sort of, a masher or a device and freeze it, and it tastes really, really good. Everything I mentioned does not cost an arm and a leg. You don't have to break the bank at all. So these are just like simple suggestions, and I would say pretty much on the healthy side. So sometimes you want that pop of flavor, but you don't want to have very, very sugary treats all the time. You want something more natural and refreshing. And that drink is a winner. I'm telling you, it's really, really quite good.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to, well, I'm not just one that likes just lime. I like lime, lemon, pretty much anything citrus, orange, tangerine, mandarin orange, grapefruit. You can go down the list. I'm just a citrus person as a whole. But I've got, a good recipe here. I got it in the background. Do you necessarily have to use cherries? No, you don't. There's several variations to this. This is nothing more than a no-bake cheesecake. So all you have to do is you get your cheesecake cream cheese, room temperature, put that in your bowl, mixing bowl. Then I have another alternative. You could use instant pudding, back off a half a cup of milk, pistachio, chocolate, banana. whatever flavor you want. You could mix that in, you know, and then you just add that to a already made pie crust, graham cracker, Oreo, whatever one you want. As long as it's compatible. Then you can put your whipped cream across the top. I personally like making whipped cream from scratch with heavy whipping cream and a tad of sugar.
So good.
And then you just put it in the fridge for about an hour and a half to two, and you got a cheesecake. If you don't want to go that route, you could make this, which is you know, the cream cheese, a little bit of whipped cream in your mixture, and then you just layer it in your no bake pie crust. Do you have to use cherry? No. You could use another flavor. You could go strawberry, you could go blueberry. Um,
Yeah,
Really, the sky's the limit. Speaking of citrus, you could go lemon filling if you want.
that's true.
There's no there's no set thing saying you have to go this exact route. You do
And
not.
you know what, Steve? We were talking, just telling the folks, Steve and I were talking, as we call it in the green room, about like the prices of cheesecake in the bakeries and in the grocery stores. They could range from the sublime to the absolutely ridiculous.
About
And
$15.
yeah, I mean, we can really lower the cost by putting it together ourselves. And if we ever find sales on, cream cheese freezes, I believe, up to 6 to 8 months. So, yeah, so you could keep it in your freezer. Like if you get a deal on it, you could stock up or put it in your frozen stockpile. And that's
Mhm.
something you could always have for the future. That's wonderful, Steve. I like those
Yeah.
options. I like those ideas. They really, really work. You know what I used to do, Steve, sometimes? Cool Whip, okay? And I
Mhm.
think you tried it with me once. You were, of course, in Florida. I'm in New York, but we both tried this little recipe. We took literally Cool Whip, literally, and we put it on a graham crackers. Like you break them, they have the smaller piece of it. Put it together, make like a little bit of an ice cream sandwich type thing using Cool Whip, and then we just put the graham cracker sandwich with the Cool Whip and froze it. It was amazing. Very
Yeah.
inexpensive. Kids like them. I remember my grandchildren trying it. They enjoyed it. It was quite good. You can make them for a song. Think of all the crackers you get out of a box of graham crackers.
Oh, sure. Um, and even with graham crackers, but the best thing to do in this case is if you can find it, you can already buy the crust already made up. I think it's like a buck 20, $1.50. I haven't bought a ready-made pie crust in a little while,
Mhm.
but you could pick one up for pretty
Oh, yes.
inexpensive.
As far as the crust goes, you're right. Saving time, effort, and energy. If you're in the dollar store, which of course is $1.25, that's still wonderful. All done. And guess what the extra bonus is, Steve? You get the pie plate. And guess what? Don't toss that pie plate or the cover. No, you will get another use or two out of it because it's no bake. You can make up a future cookie crust or Steve's trick with the Pop Tarts that you
Mhm.
crush together. So, I mean, to me, all these things pay for themselves. Everything that Steve and I mentioned today, not only is it delicious, it's cool, easy to do, but very, very wallet friendly. So I think this was great, Steve. Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, let's see here. Then I have another recipe here, but I have videos. If you go back and revert back through my channel, I've got a video that shows how to make it. And it's not all that hard. It involves Cool Whip, pineapples, mandarin oranges, and Jello, orange Jello. And you just put it together. And I know a couple of subscribers that have made it and they were very pleased with it. I'm going to go ahead and show a picture of it. I have it right here. It's
Oh,
called
yeah.
it's called orange dreamsicle salad.
With good reason, because it is. It's like a
Oh,
dream.
and I want to go one step further. You can garnish it as you see there with a little bit of marshmallow if you want it as well.
Yum. That looks really nice and kind of festive. Before you know it, it'll be Labor Day in a few weeks. That's a great option for a Labor Day get together.
It is.
Yeah. And it doesn't break the bank either.
No, it doesn't. But no, if you revert, I don't remember exactly how to put it together. No, I've never made it. But if you revert back to my videos about a year or so ago, it was when I had my Recipe Tuesday segment up. Um, if you watch the video, it tells you precisely how to do it. But it's very easy. Uh,
A relative of
so-
mine made that similar recipe of yours, and it is tasting like a dream come true. I highly recommend it. Doesn't break the bank, and it is really, really good.
mhm. So anyway, um, all of you, if you want to, give these recipes a try, they all sound great. Definitely do that. It is that time of year,
Yes.
when you're looking for cool, refreshing things to eat, not so much hot things.
And not
So,
ridiculously expensive. I cannot see Steve spending a ton of money on that outside cheesecake, a ton of money for extremely sugarized, not the healthiest option to drink lemon with a ton of sugar. No, get so used to the clean, natural taste of the lemons and the orange skins together. Even if you use for squeezing for a different purpose, don't throw away those right away. Wrap them up, put them in either your freezer or your refrigerator, and just let it sit in a pitcher of nice clean water. You'll be shocked and amazed how delicious it is.
that's right. Okay, everybody. Well, I'm glad you guys could, be with us today. This quick, spontaneous, you know, video, more or less out of the blue. Like I said, I'm slowly trying to get a little bit more back into my old circle. So, but I'm glad all of you could be here, and Jan and I, you know, we'll just see you next time, and I hope you have a good one. Take care. Bye.
Bye.